Alright, welcome back to Knife Mania. This is a test. Been having problems with the camera. I'm going to see if this fixed it. It's recording, so let's see if this works. Anyway, I figure I'd pull out, do something I haven't done in quite a while, and that's actually go through some of my pocket knives. But, again, it's just a test. A lot of these knives you've probably seen before. I know some of them you definitely have seen before. So let's get started. First knife. Now these are arranged in cheapest to most expensive. So if you're curious, actually I don't know about those two. I think that's more expensive than that, but whatever. Anyway, first one, Imperial Saw Buster. Slip joint. You can see it's rusting, so it's definitely a carbon steel. Just a handy little knife out at the farm, cheap knife. Cutting bales, doing light wood carving, stuff like that. Handy little knife, lightweight too. Why I don't carry it every day? It has no pocket clip. It's stiff. You know, it's a slip joint. There are safer knives out there, even with a liner lock. It makes it safer. So, but when I'm out on the farm, just doing what I need to do, Side Buster. Second one, E. It is a CRKT, just a little one. I carried this for actually quite a while. It is assisted liner locking, but I bent the tip on it somehow. I didn't even notice it until after I got home from work. So that and the blade came loose, the pocket clip came loose. It's got some rattles to it. Just seemed like it was about time. Second one I carried for all about a week in my pocket and gave up on it. Good backup knife. Solid construction. Won't rust. And this is the Pocket Benchman from Cold Steel. I lost the pocket clip. Other than that, still going. A nice stone wash. Clip point. But using this knife, holy smokes, this handle. Tons of hot spots because of the way it's made. It was super slick, so I tried to engrave just some sort of something, you know. That and this whole deal, kind of odd. But it locks up beautifully. Work in a pinch, backup knife, you know. Something if I'm going on a river float or something like that. Might take it just because I know it won't rust. But, yeah, not a good EDC knife, okay? Won't even strike a ferrous steel unless you're using the blade itself. So, the next one I carried for, wow, quite a while. And it still makes it into my pocket occasionally. This is the Cold Steel Fenwolf. It is AUS 8. It's got a couple chips in the blade. It might strike a ferrous thread, I don't know, but that wasn't important to me. What was important was the lightweight, and wasn't very expensive. I think it was like $30. Pocket clip, not a deep carry, but you know, I'll put a little lanyard on there for if I gotta chop through something. I can grip back here and do some light chopping with it. I want to go nuts with it. Again, it's a backliner lock. Or backliner lock. What am I talking about here? It's a back lock, spine lock. But overall, a good knife on the cheaper part. Now we're going to get into something. My dad's old Buck 110. I don't think I need to talk too much about it. It's just heavy. Still a good knife. Got a little wobble, but I can always touch it up with a hammer and pressing the pins. Got a little green on her. Now, my dad carried this thing every single day. I don't know how many of these knives he went through. But, yeah. I mean, it's the classic Buck. You know, I think everybody needs one of these in their collection. Okay, just like a Buck 119. Even if you don't use it all the time, or if you do use it all the time, it's just a really good American-made pocket knife. Now, like I've said before, I got large hands, so you got plenty. If you got extra large hands, you got plenty of room on there. My dad was 6'8", big old guy. Yeah. So, there we go. Now let's get into... Those are all, I'd say, $60 or cheaper. Definitely $60 or cheaper, okay? So I'm going to move those all out of the way. Now let's... My flashlight. My Olight. This is the T5 or i5T. Great EDC knife. Flashlight. Maybe that's what I'll do next is or maybe I'll include it in this video, show you what my EDC is. Alright, this knife's new, but I can already tell you I'm not going to carry it every single day. It's too heavy. It's a tank. It is a tank. It is my Cold Steel 4MAX Scout, okay? This is AUS 10. I've already chipped the blade. I don't know if the camera will focus enough for you guys. It's just a little itty bit. Yeah, you guys can see that. Itty bitty nick in it. This would be the knife I would carry in my backpack. Or if I'm out in the woods, I would definitely carry this out in the woods. But I would not carry it every single day. I tried it for 2 weeks. It's just so heavy. It takes up so much room in your pocket. Great knife. Great knife. Heavy knife. Big knife. So yeah. Well, I carried it for 2 weeks. Carried it at work, cutting through boxes, cutting through wires when I had to rewire a plasma cutter, stuff like that. Like I said, tank of a knife. Just too much for everyday carry. So, I forgot who it was. Someone commented on the channel when I first opened this. I got this right before Christmas or right at Christmas. Watch it because that blade does like to close. And, boom. Believe me, that heavy blade coming down will cut you. I didn't catch it. It didn't bite me. So, but yeah, and like I said, I got large hands. I mean, it's just a really big knife. Okay, so let's get to my two most favorite EDC knives. They are not cheap. They are both over $200. These two somehow always manage to find their way back into my pockets, no matter what. Even though I try not to carry them as much as I do, I'm actually looking at buying a new pocket knife on the higher end like these. But probably the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, if I do get it, or if I don't know. Either way, I'm very satisfied with these two. These two have both been carrying with me for quite a while now. First one, my Zero Tolerance. Very pretty knife. Pocket clip's a little weak on this. A little weak, but still works. Got a very robust liner lock in there. I can't remember what kind of steel this is. But this is the ZT0452CF carbon fiber. Oh, it's S35. So, very lightweight. It's got, I think, a 4-inch blade on it. Maybe a little bigger. Super lightweight. Not thin at all. It's just over 1/8 of an inch. Very slicey, very cutty when you're going through boxes, or me being a welder, I'm constantly going through insulation, stuff like that, which is really hard on a blade. Believe me, I know I shouldn't carry a knife like this for that, but I do. As long as you clean it, take care of it, it's very good. That liner lock, like I said, great liner lock, titanium back. And you're going to pay for materials like this, okay? But still love it. One of my favorite knives. Plenty of real estate, even if you got extra large hands. My one complaint, like I said, is the pocket lint. It's that pocket clip. If it gets caught, it will bend out. It's just not the best pocket clip, but great knife. Last but not least, you all seen it. You all love it. My Freak. Again, lightweight. Doesn't take up huge amounts of real estate in your pocket. You got a nice dual thumb stud. Pockets ambidextrous. The axis lock ambidextrous. So if you're righty or lefty, you know, whatever you need to do, however you want to open this knife, it will do it. Ooh, I got a little wobble in the blade. I didn't even check the zero. Yeah, a little bit. Actually, that's a little bit tighter than my Benchmade still. But, you know, whatever you're looking for. I wish I had my scale out. Let's see which one. I actually think the Freak is a little bit heavier than the Zero Tolerance, but you definitely got more blade with the ZT. Oh, and this one's M4, for those of you who don't know. Just a really resilient, tough kind of steel, but it will rust if you don't take care of it, so keep that in mind. This I'm saying OS again, but this SV or S35VN steel, never had it rust. I don't know if it's capable of rusting. But yeah, still love this knife. This one's a little bit more work related than this one. This is a nice knife if you're going out into the city. Pay attention to your knife rules though. Might send it in and get it tuned up, that kind of deal. Yeah, I might do the same thing with my Benchmade, but if so, I'm going to wait until I get a new replacement pocket knife, or maybe I'll carry one of the other ones for a while again. But there you guys go. So some of my most used, favorite, not so favorite pocket knives. It's personal preference really as far as pocket knives go, as far as your EDC knives and all that. But right there's 8 of them, from least expensive to most expensive, roughly. I'm not sure on the price on a couple of them. Like I said, I think the Buck 110 is definitely more expensive than the two cold steels here. Well, the Finn Wolf and the Benchman or Bushman. But anyway, so as far as EDC goes, normally I'll carry my Freak, my Olight, my i5T. It's just a single AA. Why? Because all my other Olights have that magnet ring on the back. Me being a welder, all that crap gets in there, and it can mess up the switch. But again, not taking up a lot of space. My cell phone, which is a Motorola. This case, I couldn't tell you the case. The missus got it for me. It is a tough case, believe me. It is not an OtterBox or any of those. It's some off-brand, but it works. And then can of chew. And then let's see here. My wallet, which I can't remember what brand wallet it is. It's a leather wallet. Plenty of real estate in it. Plenty of places to put cash, notes. Covering up my driver's license number in case someone decides to go nuts and try to stalk me and my address. But license, pictures. I keep pictures of my family and stuff like that in there. All my certifications, because I'm required to keep those. Now this one I modified. I like a chain because someone tried to pickpocket me one day. I caught them, but at least with a chain, you're less likely to get pickpocketed. Trade-off, chain can get caught on things. So that's up to you guys. But other than that, ball cap, glasses, my watch. Oh, my watch. Now, there was something, it sticks in my mind. It said every man who wears a watch is normally always on time and pays attention to time because time is money. I bought a G-Shock years ago and just fell in love with them. Me being a welder, they go through abuse. So, my G-Shock watch. You don't have to go nuts with the G-Shocks. You can buy the cheap ones or whatever, and they'll still work. This one, I normally try to spend around $100 and $150 on my watches. Just try not to go nuts. Is there anything else I normally keep a fixed blade in the truck. I normally don't carry it on me. What one do I have in the truck right now? My Mora Bushcrafter, stainless steel with the orange handle. It's just a really good all the way around fixed blade knife. You can use it, you can abuse it, you break it, you lose it, whatever. Buy a new one. I want to say they're under $70. So, however, I do have a couple more fixed blades coming. Just recently, actually yesterday, this was supposed to be here today. Got this one. It's my Bob. So, I haven't tested it out yet, other than cutting up a potato. Yeah. I got a Balazon coming. Should be here Tuesday. I got my SE6 coming, which should be here this week. And I also have a really expensive knife coming. But it's definitely a knife that's right up my alley. I also got, finally, my liners. For the 2 custom knives I'm working on, the 2 custom camp/survival knives. I wouldn't call them bushcraft knives, but I mean, hopefully with the handle geometry and everything, we'll find out. But anyway, I got my liners and I have my scales coming. So, hopefully, my scales should be here late January, late this month, early next month, February. I went with I either went with G10 or Micarta. I can't remember. I think I went with black and bright green Micarta. I think that's the ones I got. Have to find out when they come in. But hopefully I'll be able to get those knives done. And this summer, when I go up north, or later this spring, if I get everything done, get everything together, and actually get some time off of work, I'll be able to take all my new knives up, including this one, my Viking, which actually I've been using a lot around the house. I really like this knife. It's just handy, it's comfortable. Doesn't work so well for food prep. But as far as opening her toys and opening boxes and all that good stuff, I mean, I haven't even whittled with this yet, but hopefully all that will be coming to you guys soon. Really looking forward to this new expensive knife, though. I really am. Here lately, I've been blessed enough to be able to do these kind of things. Working, the missus is back to work, the whole 9 yards. We've been able to keep up on all of our bills. Between us and the families and everyone else, like I said, we've been really blessed. Spoiled the snot out of baby girl. Clothes, toys, things she needs, just phenomenal. So, yeah, guys, as always, that's it for now. Keep your knife sharp, keep your fingers out of the way, and be safe. Later.